Good morning all students. Today's teaching video is for the students of class 7 science. So today we are going to discuss about chapter 1 nutrition in plants. So in this chapter we are mainly discussing about nutrition, mode of nutrition, nutrients and which are the nutrients etc. are the main portions of this chapter. So we all know that nutrients are very necessary for our body, and all this type of nutrients we are getting from food. So what are nutrients? The components of food are called nutrients. All these type of nutrients are very necessary for our best health. Otherwise, different types of diseases will come to our body. So which are they? Which are the different types of nutrients? First one, carbohydrate. Second one, protein. Third, fat, minerals and vitamins. So these are the main nutrients of our body: carbohydrate, protein, fat, minerals and vitamins. All these are the main nutrients of our body. So all these type of nutrients are very important for our good health. If the lack of any one of these nutrients will occur, or our body will occur different types of diseases due to the lack of any type of these nutrients. Next we are going to discuss about nutrition. So what do you mean by nutrition? Nutrition is the mode of taking of food by the organisms and its utilization. So nutrition is the mode of taking of food by our organisms and its utilization. These are called nutrition. So the mode of nutrition of organisms, all the organisms are classified into two. All the organisms are classified into two on the basis of their mode of nutrition. That are called autotroph or autotrophic mode of nutrition, second one heterotrophic mode of nutrition. So these are the two different types of mode of nutrition of organisms: autotrophic mode of nutrition and heterotrophic mode of nutrition. So what do you mean by autotrophic mode of nutrition or autotrophs? So next we are going to discuss about autotrophic mode of nutrition or autotrophs. So what do you mean by autotrophic mode of nutrition? Autotrophic mode of nutrition is the mode of nutrition by which the organisms make the food by themselves. That is called autotrophic mode of nutrition. The organisms which make food by themselves, this mode of nutrition is called autotrophic mode of nutrition. So what do you mean by autotrophs? All the plants are called autotrophs. Why? Because all the plants are preparing their food by themselves. Because of that, all the plants are called autotrophs. So autotroph का मतलब क्या है? जो अपना फूड अपना बनता है. जैसे वाला organisms को बोलता है plant, autotrophs or autotrophic mode of nutrition. So plants are the best example, or the plants are called autotrophs because they are preparing their food by themselves. So auto means self and trophic means nourishment. Auto means self and trophic means nourishment. Self-nourishment. Autotrophic means self-nourishment. Plants are preparing their food by themselves. Because of this, all the plants are called autotrophs in the earth, or their mode of nutrition is autotrophic mode of nutrition. Next, what do you mean by heterotrophic mode of nutrition? The organisms which depend upon the plants for their food. These type of or this mode of nutrition is called heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Most of the type of other organisms or animals are heterotrophs because we are depending upon the plants for our food. We all know that we are in our daily routine, we are depending upon plants for our food. So because of this, we are called, or other type of organisms are called heterotrophs or heterotrophic mode of nutrition. What do you mean by hetero? Hetero means others, depending upon others. This type of mode of nutrition is called heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Human beings, other type of animals, all these are the example of heterotrophic mode of nutrition. The plants are the example of autotrophic mode of nutrition. So next we are going to discuss about the process of making food by the plants, that is photosynthesis. Next important portion is photosynthesis. What do you mean by photosynthesis? The process of preparation of food by the plants in the presence of sunlight and by the intake of carbon dioxide, water and minerals and chlorophyll is called photosynthesis. Basically, photosynthesis is the process of making of food by the plants. जो प्लांट्स इसका फूड बनता है, ये वाला प्रोसेस को बोल रहा है फोटोसिंथेसिस. सो फोटोसिंथेसिस ओनली possible in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. So what do you mean by photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is the making of food by the plants in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll and by the intake of water, minerals and carbon dioxide. This process is called photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is only possible in the presence of sunlight. We all know that sunlight is the ultimate source of energy. And what do you mean by chlorophyll? Chlorophyll is a pigment which gives green color to the leaves. तो chlorophyll के वजह से plant और leaves को green color मिल रहा है. So this process or photosynthesis is always done in leaves of the plants. So by the lack of chlorophyll, this color will be changed. We know that some plants are entirely different in their color, like yellow, red, purple, etc. Why? What if this happens? Because of the lack of chlorophyll, these plants are in other colors like yellow, red, etc. So chlorophyll is the only pigment which gives green color to the plants. Because of the chlorophyll, only the plants can make their food by themselves. All the other types of plants, they can't make food for themselves. Of photosynthesis in the book. Carbon dioxide plus water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll gives carbohydrate plus oxygen. So this is the formula of photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide plus water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll gives out carbohydrate plus oxygen. It is the food prepared by the plants. Carbohydrate is the food which is prepared by the plants. It is the food prepared by the plants, and during the process of photosynthesis, oxygen is released. In the process of photosynthesis, oxygen is released, and in the process of photosynthesis, carbon dioxide is used and oxygen is released. So we all know that all living things, including human beings, are using oxygen for their survival. They are breathing oxygen. So all the animals are breathing oxygen on the process of photosynthesis, and all the plants are intake carbon dioxide in the process of photosynthesis. So in the photosynthesis, these processes are very necessary for the human life because we are getting oxygen in this process. So Next, we are going to study about some type of plants which do not contain chlorophyll. So, most of the plants contain chlorophyll. Because of that, they can prepare their food by themselves. But some kind of plants are there, they cannot prepare the food because of the lack of chlorophyll. So, they will be in some other colors like yellow, purple, red, etc. because of the lack of chlorophyll. So, because of the lack of chlorophyll, they can't prepare their food for themselves. Then what can they do? वो जैसे वाला plants क्या करेगा? They will depend upon the plants which make food for themselves. जो अलग plants को depend करेगा इसका food के लिए. जैसे वाला plants को बोलता है parasite. These type of plants are called parasite. For example, Cuscuta. Cuscuta is a parasitic plant which depend other plants for their nutrition or for their food. So, the plants which depend upon other plants for their food are called parasitic plants. The plant on which it climbs up is called host. The plant which climbs up is called parasitic plant, and the plant on which it climbs up is called host. So these are the difference between parasitic plant and host plants. The host plants will not get any nutrition because of the entering of parasitic plants. They will take all the food which is prepared by the host plant, and they will take the nutrition and food, and they will grow. And the growth of the host plant will be reduced. So that is some type of plants which lack chlorophyll, and they are running their mode of nutrition in this way. For today's portion, I took only half of this chapter because this chapter is very big. So you can't understand if I teach all the chapter together, you cannot understand. Because of that, I took only half portion, and all the important points I taught now. So write all the important points in your copy and study well, and note all the important points, and don't skip the video, otherwise you cannot understand the next point. And for tomorrow's video, I will give the remaining portion and some question answers together. So watch the video carefully, study well. Thank you.